Yeah, that's peace right there. What's going on, YouTube? This is a video response to Savvy Son's Alicia Keys, It's All in Theory. Man, I was waiting for somebody, especially of the opposite sex, to break that down. I've known quite for some time that microchips have been implanted in black folks. There were several websites that had this information up. However, it is very hard to obtain at this time. Don't ask me why. Well, I think we know why. But yeah, the microchip thing is real. Whether black people or other black people who are trying to obtain some level of consciousness actually believe it, that's another story. However, somehow, some way, this has got to stop. I don't see it stopping anytime soon. It's too much profit to be made off the blood that we spill, or our blood being spilled into the streets, whether it be from the cops killing us or from our own aggressive behavior. Black on black crime is definitely a problem, and I'm definitely noticing a trend or a negative upsurge, if you will use that term, of that taking place amongst our people, the original people of planet Earth. It's crazy, man. Black on black crime is really out of hand, man, and this definitely comes from a form of mind control. In order to do mind control, to perform such a horrible task, you would have to use some kind of chips. You would have to have some kind of microchips. It's real interesting. As much as I've been turned off by hip hop, I would say the last 8 to 10 years. I would say even further back as far as '96, which would be like 11 years, 12 years, 12 years ago or whatever. I was turned off after Biggie and Pac died. But one thing I remember, um, on one of the Wu-Tang albums, I forgot which brother it was, man. Damn, I've been out of hip hop for so long because it's not conscious anymore. But one of the brothers was talking about microchips being planted in babies' earlobes. It's like, whoa. I was like, did anybody get this? Is anybody listening to this? Does anybody understand or overstand what's going on? I mean, this shit is crazy, man. And you wonder why black men, young black males in particular, are so disrespectful to the black woman. It's definitely mind control. It's definitely implanted chips. I'm not sure if it's in their scrotum, like you said. That's a heavy theory, but I'm not gonna knock it. I'm definitely not one to knock it. Um, some other things you said in your video. No offense to you, I understand. You know, you've been through the whole interracial thing. I'm not with it. I'm sorry. I love, honor, and respect the black woman, and that's all I'm ever gonna be with. No disrespect to you and your set of beliefs. You know, I've watched quite a few of your videos. I definitely subscribe to them, whatever. But I just had to throw that in there. That's just something. That's what I'm about. I just love sisters. But the whole implant thing is serious, man. And I'm definitely gonna dig up some more information on it because it's crazy. It's definitely, remember, this is the same government who back in the 40s experimented on black men in the army and gave them syphilis or gonorrhea or some sexually transmitted disease, and then let them go out there and fight and let a lot of them die. And at the time, uh, the medicines weren't readily available, or so they say, or so they say. The medicines weren't readily available where people could get help. So, I mean, this shit is crazy, man. It's genocide. No matter how you look at it, it's genocide. And it's really about our blood as original people on the planet, whether you call yourself a Moor, a Nubian, a African American, a Cushite, a Israelite. You get the point. It doesn't matter what you call yourself or you consider yourself. The fact is, we are the original people of the planet, and we're dying at a very alarming rate. I don't know how long this is going to continue, but we got to wake up. That's the bottom line. And I definitely, I try to talk to young brothers when I can. Unfortunately, the younger brothers of today who are caught up, within this hip hop generation. Not saying all young black people, because you even have a few young black people that don't even like hip hop, a few, but the majority of them, especially here on the East Coast, man, this shit is crazy. Like, they smoke weed in the hallway. You gotta say excuse me to get to your apartment. These young niggas is pissing in the hallway, writing graffiti on the walls. And I mean, don't get me wrong, that's how it was back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? I'm up there, I'm in my late 30s, so I remember we were kind of badass too. But one thing about my generation that I really, really remember, anytime we seen an elderly man or woman coming up the stairs or whatever, we gave them that respect. And if we were, hitting the joint or whatever, or drinking a 40, I wasn't really a heavy weed head. I smoked it quite a few times, but you know, if we were drinking the 40s or whatever, or messing with the alcohol, let's say a elderly woman came up the stairs, it was like, we had the joint in our hand. We was like, how you doing, Miss Jackson? Have a nice day, Miss Jackson. You know, it was that respect factor, which is completely gone out of the window. This generation is definitely off the chain. And I hope that somehow, you know, more of us that are conscious, that claim to be conscious or have knowledge of self to some degree, because you can never have all the knowledge, and your truth will never be my truth on all levels. You know what I mean? But having said all that, I hope somehow we can snatch up, you know, these young brothers and sisters and let them know that, you know, this lifestyle they living is crazy. But I definitely bear witness to what you're saying. I agree with you 100%. The children born after 1980, the young black men and women, or people of color, not just black American, they could be Puerto Rican, Dominican, Haitian, whatever, definitely off the chain, man. It's crazy. But I just wanted to, you know, respond to your video. Once again, this is a video response to Savvy Son's Alicia Keys, It's All in Theory. And you were right and exact on that. And I hope to hear more from other people on this terrible subject matter. Peace.